Hello, and welcome to another ADHD ASMR GRWM. I got that this time. Make sure to flip that shit to the side because this is a fully horizontal video, but like the opposite, horizontal, vertical. I don't know. Flip that shit to the side if you want to see this in the correct orientation. Starting with a little montage of me doing a video, like posing, so I could take cute screenshots for later. I was really struggling with that self-timer. So yeah, enjoy all these little awkward poses or whatever. I did cut it down significantly, but I kept it untrimmed at the end so you could see some of the awkwardness. But anyways, yeah, so this is like the last time I cosplayed Miku, and I filmed a fucking lot. So I decided in the year of our Lord 2025, really dating this video, that I would put together a little ADHD ASMR GRWM for Miss Miku over here. The videos of me in the actual cosplay are from February of 2023, and then the videos of me getting her wig and stuff ready is from January, early January of 2023. So, yeah, pose it up, girl. Pretend to be all strong. Quick little disclaimers, too. I do have a huge bruise on my arm. You can kind of see it in a couple of these clips. I was fine. I just had, like, a tiny little medical mishap and with my veins, and it looks worse than it is. There's that funny little clip. Okay, so here we are starting at the beginning. I'm doing a couple clips of me showing you how I made Miku's little like hair clip thingies, those things. Yeah, those motherfuckers. I did them wrong too. It's supposed to be pink on the inside, black on the outside, and I think I did it black on the inside, pink on the outside. Something like that. I don't know, I don't care. If you want to make yours the same way that I did, please feel free to follow this half-assed tutorial. I will not be slowing down for anybody, so feel free to rewind, pause, screenshot, and comment at your own discretion. I'll try my best. But it's been a couple of years since I've done this, and I kind of like don't give a fuck anymore. So I measured out some cardboard, made sure I could fold it into 4 equal pieces because each of those ponytail things are squares. And then I just used duct tape to attach them like back to themselves, and I just put tape on the inside rather than the outside so you wouldn't really see. I think there's me testing it. Obviously made it way too fucking big, so I'm gonna make it skintier. And yeah, that's what I'm doing now, measuring it out. There's something else I was gonna disclaim, but I don't know, can't remember at this point. I'm also like editing this. Like I don't know why I didn't time lapse. I like sped up all these clips times like the most of these slowest like parts of this sped up by like, but I time lapsed me doing the makeup. I need to spend so hard. So when we do get to the makeup section, which I know it's what you're all waiting for, you know, like the most coveted Slay Yas Miku style. Like this video right here is sped up 85.5 times, and this one is 78 times sped up. The original videos were like 10 and 8 minutes or whatever. Like, girl, you are blow drying it with your diffuser. Okay, there's me trying it on. I liked it, whatever. So now we're already moving on to the wig. Wig, let's go queen. So these are the ones, I already had them crimped, and I did have them like cut layered. Holy fucking shitballs, girl. We're really sped up now. Here's me detangling the whole motherfucking thing, because it's been in storage for at least like a year or two. Probably closer to 2 years. This was like my last time cosplaying Miku too, before I sold her cosplay. Wait, we'll get back to that. Here is my fucking coveted detangling tip, especially for long wigs. Other than just cutting out the big knots, can't save them all. Instead of just like, all right, ripping through it, pull the hair up and out of the knot. You can also do this with the edge of a comb. I prefer like a mid-width comb, or just using my fingers to do it. But anyways, yeah, it was before I sold my Miku cosplay, which I still have the wig because I love her. Fuck, I'm about to show another cool tip. There's me looking like a fucking Sasha Boy king. I have these cute little braids. This is how I part my wig bases so that it looks a little more natural around my ear. Boom. I'm going to repeat that clip so I can actually explain it. Like, I genuinely think this is a good thing to make your wigs look a little bit more, like, I don't know, natural, realistic, you know, as realistic as teal can look. But yeah, you just kind of part it horizontally rather than vertically, and it looks just a little bit more naturally parted. I think at this part, I did slow it down to listen, or I played it with volume to listen to what I was listening to. I think it was Childish Gambino. I can't remember now. This is how I styled the bangs and, like, the spikes and shit. I definitely used, like, a feather cutting method to thin it out, and then I use like kind of a low to mid temp straightener. I don't know how high that one goes. I've had that since I was a middle schooler. And so yeah, I warm it up because wig fibers are made of plastic. Nickel and cinnamon. Okay, no cinnamon here, but yeah, so I like kind of shape it or just warm it up with the straightener, and then I shape it with my fingers in the direction I want it to go. And then I do a little bit of that got to be glued. This is me trimming that shit. Yeah, if you have a good spike, trim the excess. I always do that, you know. Cue the spare. God, I gotta take a fucking deep breath. ASMR is hard. This is how I style, like, around the face, too. Like how wig stylists do those cute little, like, floops. That's how you do it. You just have to do the flick of the wrist, the flick of the straightener in the direction that you want your little floop to go. I like doing the one directly, like framing your face and chin going inwards. It's also how the emos get their scene bangs to look all cute. Yeah, so this is like my layered ponytails. This is how I get a little bit more volume without as much bulk, and how I get cute little curly cues. We're going to cut the end of that shit off. I have a lot of very obvious crimp marks too, but you really can't tell from afar. At this point, I was only a TikTok cosplayer, so I mean, even a YouTube cosplayer, y'all can't see that shit. Not that it really matters. I sometimes really like the look of it, but yeah, it gives it a little texture, gives it a little wabi-sabi. I don't know. It is what it is. Here I am styling the other side. Speedrun. Thank God I sped this up. Holy cannoli. I didn't have this part sped up. Yeah, I did put a couple of like little tiny straightener curls. I don't really know how to describe those. I don't know how to do it long, but there's definitely tutorials out there. Remember, this is not for learning purposes. This is just for observation. Here I am with my pink hair and pronouns. And thankfully I've been reformed since then, so we're back to being normal again. This is like day 4 hair. Braiding it back so I can put it under my wig. Wig tee. Look at this. Bitch, what the fuck? And then yeah, I pin it around my head. So yeah, I don't know why the fuck I did a time lapse of me doing my makeup, because although it takes a long time, you know, the details matter. So I slowed it down like crazy. Here's me covering my brows with Elmer's glue. You want to use the Despairing Purple. Me trying it with my hands. I'm like also watching The Walking Dead, I think, while I do this. This is my old bedroom, so this feels really weirdly intimate to show. This is from like 3 years ago. Yeah, so in between the layers of Elmer's glue, I add a little bit of like pressed powder. I also have discovered in this day and age, I like to just lick it. The Elmer's glue before I put it on. Okay, this is me. I've definitely washed my face, moisturized, primed. Here we are adding concealer to all the so the areas you use concealer is kind of to like highlight it. It should be slightly lighter than your foundation, so it's kind of like brighter. Here I am going in with a warm toned fucking foundation. Or wait, what's the other one? Contour. Yeah, I did my eyebrows in like 2 seconds. I draw those stick thin. Damn, God, this is so fast. So yeah, the makeup I did for Miku, also pardon the cat noises in the background. They're probably gonna start boxing here in a second. So I did it based off of like the palette of her outfit. Like the what are they called? I'm so distracted right now. The other things? The accents, holy fuck. Yeah, so I did yellow to be like the yellow that's on like the buttons and decals on her outfit. and also like the little Vocaloid name placard on her chest, and then the teal, obviously. Kind of blended it out. I'm going in with a wing, and I have my crazy blue contacts in too. I don't really do contacts anymore though, because I don't know, I feel like, so I have green eyes. It's pretty ambiguous to a lot of cosplays. That was this cute little palette I have, 7 Deadly Shades. It's super bright. I'm using like a very bold lip liner to do my lip color. It's very smooth. I think it's like a Milani lip liner or whatever. I don't know what I'm doing now. I think mascara. Oh, I'm gluing on lashes. I'm doing something. I don't know. The time lapse slowed down. It just makes it like 2 frames a minute. Yeah, it's me struggling with my lashes. You could sort of pause and like zoom in to actually look at the makeup if you want. I'm not gonna. No, I don't know. Shut up. Stop listening to me. Yeah, I think I only really contour my nose for Miku, and then like very gently around the rest of my face, because you can't really see the rest of my face with how much hair frames it. I'm trying to find something else to talk about, because for fucking once I'm at a loss for words. We're going to another part. Oh, I'm painting my nails teal, contouring my nose again. Don't know what she's doing. Oh, I'm adding shimmer. Yeah, slay. Okay, she's boring the fuck out of me. Concealing over or foundationing over areas I fucked up, overlining my cupid's bow. Added a decent amount of blush too. Okay, I'm bored of this part. I'm gonna speed up the rest. Yeah, there we go. And then this next part is me putting on, I don't know why this part is still slowed down so much, putting on a wig cap. My hair kind of like fell out of the spot that I had it pinned. So here we go with wig cap. I was doing 2 back in the day. Now I don't really wear any. I pin my hair back and put the wig on. Yeah, so I do like the black net one and then like the tan nylon one. There's me sipping. Here we go, we're about to get in cosplay. Boom! Look at that little shiny vacuum sealed girl. Yeah, I don't know if I said this earlier, but I bought this cosplay when I was in high school, and it definitely was way too small when I was in high school, when I was a bit more itty bitty. And then I just kept it for a couple years, wondering if maybe, with weight fluctuations, if I'd fit it, but it was just always too small from the beginning. And I sized up, so like that had me feeling things for a couple of years, but hey, here we are. I definitely am wearing like 2 sports bras and like kind of, I think like a corset or something under there too. Here's me drawing on her tattoo with red lipstick. It's hard to draw backwards. Oh yeah, and then here's some slow-mos. They get really blurry because I was using my back camera, and I would drop my phone a lot, so the like camera stabilizers were out of whack, but they weren't shaking. So anyways, yeah, there's the finished product of Miss Miku Girl. And yeah, I've since sold the cosplay because again, I was vacuum sealed into that bitch. It was way too tight. Even the skirt didn't zip up all the way, so it was so much shorter in the back, which hey, if you're a skirt wearer, you don't want it shorter in the back because, people tend to have a rump back there, a little hump, and that makes the skirt shorter anyway. So to have it twice as short, yeah, it was an issue. I also need to steal those boots back from Rowan. Next time I see that slurt, I lent them to him for his Angel Dust cosplay, and I just love how different they look between us. But yeah, the time has come where I want to steal them back, so I'm gonna beat him up for that in a church parking lot. And here's also just a little compilation of some old Miku photos, some of the first renditions of her ever, and a couple other ones after that. I don't know, just to fill in the rest of this time. So yeah, here, enjoy. 3-year-old Get Ready With Me Miku ADHD edition. Yeah, that's that.